Here's an armadillo with her babies. She's very angry. So here she comes. There's an armadillo, and she's making giant mud prints. It looks like she's walking through a field of manure. So she gets wind of us, and she realizes ultimately, hey, these guys, they don't smell like anything that exists now. So she goes walking the other way because she's smart. She's not like the saber-toothed tiger.
No.
So unfortunately, we go blundering by, and she goes, woo, woo, and she starts making horrible noises because, she thinks we're out to eat her kids. So that's not her fault. We're the intruders here. So what we do is we go, listen, Mrs. Armadillo, all this dynamite and this shotgun shells, these aren't for you. These are for saber-toothed tigers and extraterrestrials that happen to be here that don't like us.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Wow, that's pretty good armadillo, buddy. I like that.
Thank you.
Totem Armadillo. Maybe there's another career waiting in the wings here. This is incredible.
Totem Armadillo.
Totem Armadillo.
Totem Armadillo.
So now that we have been through...
He sounds like a professional wrestler.
Yeah, well, maybe he is. What league would he have been in? Not under
Vince.
Vince. Please, tell me no.
He might have been in... he might have been in the Arizona League.
Arizona? What the heck? What? There really was? Or are you just being silly?
I'm being silly.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know if there is an Arizona League.
Well, I don't know. It's we should really ask Wolfman Joe. He's the wrestling expert, isn't he?
Let's just be kind to Vince. Vince is done a lot for wrestling.
Yeah, no, I know. It's just, the thing is, I have a lot of respect for Vince McMahon and what he's brought to the wrestling plate. But you have to understand something. I've heard a lot of people talk, and I'm just wondering, he's a very strong-willed man. Very, very difficult. I don't want to say the word difficult. What I want to say is, Vince McMahon knows what he wants. And he gets what he wants. And if you're one of these people who are like, I'm a saber-toothed tiger, I don't really want to give Vince what he wants, well, he'll pull out a big stick of dynamite and a shotgun and take care of you. Because he's Vince McMahon. It's tough.
Can't cut the tension with a knife.
Well, let's just say that we're big wrestling fans and we're fans of Vince McMahon and call it at that.
Okay. Good
idea, bad idea. Good idea. Talk about Vince McMahon. Bad idea. Talk about him in a way that might be derogatory.
It's not the best thing to do.
Yeah, I know. It's just, we have to get his attention somehow.
Cutting the heel promo?
Yeah, that's right. We're in WrestleMania. We gotta use WrestleMania. We can't say WrestleMania.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
I, Totem Wolf, am...
Curtis Bearhart.
Supporter of wrestling with Vince McMahon. Don't agree with some stuff he does, but that is as a wrestling fan.
Look, my whole point is, this is a silly show, and if we can't say silly things... Look, I'm a big fan of wrestling, and Vince McMahon brought us the wrestling that we love. Is that not true?
That is...
So, look, I could take the good with the bad.
And the ugly.
Yes! I love that movie, actually.
Good, bad, and ugly.
Yeah.
Nice. So,
now we're going to go to... We're going to step through the portal. Oh, man, look at that. Freaking Atlanta. What? Oh, wow. We got a lot of nice documentaries on here. I kind of want to see this.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man. Well, here's the deal. No.
Seattle.
This is dreadful. Okay. Let's see here. Gonna have to be difficult. You got anything to, No, I guess there's no reason to do that. Yeah, we're gonna listen to some... We're gonna try to do some, grunge music or something, right? Is that what we're trying to do here?
Maybe coffee shops.
Oh, okay.
And Fraser, maybe.
Yeah, naturally it's some sports thing, you know.
Of course.
Why wouldn't it
Sports.
be? Yeah. Ugh. So let's see here.
Let's go on a tour.
Yeah.
I like going on tours.
Yeah, that's what I mean, though. It's the greatest. Oh, man, I don't want to see that. Let's see here. Seattle music scene. Okay, we're gonna try this one. How about that?
That works. I like that idea.
So here
Seattle then and now.
Yeah, so we have 100 years of Seattle. So now we have some grainy image, there's a choo-choo train going, and a beautiful skyline, which must be Seattle itself.
That is very nice. I should visit it someday.
Well, my brother talked about getting all this stuff going on over there because they're free, you know, and
Yeah.
I think it's probably a good idea that we do that.
Okay. Am I a producer?
Well, it really depends. I mean, as of right now, it seems that you are. But we would have to talk with Joseph Evaldi, since this is the Joseph Evaldi brand.
I think Joseph Evaldi is...
Aren't you a representative of the Joseph Evaldi brand?
I am a representative, but I am also a client.
Oh, well, that's good. That helps.
I think I heard that in a haircut for men commercial.
You're probably right. You're probably right about that.
Yes, but yes, I support the Joseph Evaldi brand, the blogs, everything. But if he asked me this as a favor to him, I, as Totem Wolf, am going to give a plug to one of his books, Birth Order, How the Roles of Each Sibling Are Placed at Birth. It is a Kindle book, it is available on Audible, and if you want a little brief history of stuff in your family and short read like 30 pages, it's the book for you, or the audiobook, should you get it. On Audible, iTunes, and it's available on the Amazon Kindle.
And it's a good one, trust me on this. So,
you could plug
well, this is Curtis Bearhart being real silly. I'm a representative of the Okonoff Network, my brother's network that he has. And Okonoff Network features the writing of Richard Andrew Okus, with Oakwood's Eternity, his novels, and Quantum Posey, his poetry, as well as The Ricky and Wolfman Show, which is a very nice talk show. I heard a couple episodes coming out of that.
I can dig it.
And there's lots of channels on that network. Just stay tuned. Brace for impact.
Yes, yes.
So we're in Seattle, and it looks pretty cool.
Home Street.
Yeah. We're standing at the intersection of...
what is that? That looks like a giant flower. Is that going to eat me?
Well, it may. It says Freeway Park. And it looks like the Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
I was thinking China.
Well, maybe. There's somebody hurtling himself into the white water.
Splish Splash, I think he's going for a bath.
Yeah, he's going for a bath, all right. Probably one from which he'll never return. Is that a guy sleeping there? Oh, man. They said they had a homeless problem, but I didn't realize.
Oh, no.
Yeah, well, look at those Studebagers.
I'm in the part of history that I enjoy. Am I going to a driving school?
Would you like to learn in one of those cars?
Remember back in the 90s, I think, I had to go into school and where we were all sitting there pretending to drive a car. Very interesting.
Yeah, you mean that crappy simulator I heard?
The crappy simulator. That's how I learned how to drive and get through the portal.
Yeah, my brother was saying something about that rubbish, but I gotta tell you, I wasn't really too thrilled about the idea. You should learn to drive in a real car. Real cars aren't that expensive. I mean, come on now. I don't know. I'm an old cranky man. What do I know about anything?
Let me see. What the hell is this? I want to go here to listen to music.
Yes.
Didn't they have music popular back then?
Well, yeah, they had all that grunge stuff. Right? Is that what they called it?
What is grunge music?
Well, grunge music is where you get a lot of guys... I'm probably going to screw this up again. I'm probably going to say something bad. Grunge music is where a bunch of guys dye their hair funny colors, and they wear like flannel, and they scream into microphones. And they play guitar kind of like Black Sabbath, but like drugged. That's what I seem to remember.
They were... Yes, I understand what you're saying. You said it correctly.
Well, am I wrong?
You are not wrong. You are telling the truth.
Because I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I mean, I heard some... When I was in Starbucks getting a latte the other day...
I like lattes.
I heard a bunch of these kids talking about 90s music, and they said, well, it came from Seattle, man. So I was like, okay, that must be true.
Yeah.
So it's almost time, isn't it?
It is almost time. What's the DeLorean? I like that. Seattle then and now. I like Seattle then and now.
Well, where did we go? We went...
We were talking about Starbucks, and we got to talk about coffee. If we're finishing the podcast and we're in Seattle, we got to talk about coffee.
That's absolutely right.
Coffee.
I would have, I got to tell you, I don't know what we would do without you around here, because I had no idea what I was going with that.
I like coffee. Coffee is very good, and I just bought a coffee maker from New Zealand somewhere.
Oh, really? If I don't drink at least 2 pots of coffee a day, nothing works right.
Oh, maybe my calculations are off. Maybe it was New Jersey.
Oh, well, that's a little bit of a difference on the latitude and longitude. Last time I checked, it might be a little separation there.
Sometimes I lose myself where I travel.
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, when it comes to me, you have to know where you are in order to first lose yourself, and I'm not exactly sure what's been going on. So.
Well, I don't know where I am, and I lost myself.
Well, first we started with the 1980's. And it was like hamburgers and people leg warmers, and then it was the 1880's, where there was horrible starvation and people wretched and like sunken eyes.
Yes, angry woman. Yes, I remember that. Furious, horrible.
Furious eye sunken woman with baby.
Oh
yes.
No.
So then.
She was mad.
No, yeah, because she was about to be hamburger. So then we went into the Ice Age. And then we saw saber-toothed tiger, and I decided...
We got cold.
Yeah, we got really cold. It was.
We had
iced coffee in the Ice Age.
We didn't see any penguins, but we saw armadillo.
We saw a giant armadillo the size of a motorcycle. We saw a saber-toothed tiger that was way too big and scary. And we saw, mammoths. Yeah, it's difficult to say for some reason.
I like my coffee, and I want to talk about coffee. Can I talk about coffee?
It's your show. You talk about coffee you'd like to.
Okay, I can talk about coffee.
It's good to put hot cocoa in your coffee.
I need to do that. I need to mix hot cocoa with coffee. I need to make drinks. I need to make coffee drinks. I need to make beverages, and they did a lot of this in Seattle.
Here's another life hack for you. Pay close attention. Not only hot cocoa, but Tabasco sauce.
Explain.
Well, here's how it works, okay? Hot cocoa makes it chocolatey, and Tabasco sauce makes it spicy. Now, the average person says, there's something wrong with you? What's in your skull that you think that's a good idea? And I say, hey, you don't knock it till you try it. But let me tell you something. You put hot cocoa in coffee, and you put hot sauce, specifically Tabasco. It's going to bring this smokiness to your coffee.
Ooh, magical.
Yeah, and the hot cocoa makes it a little sweet and chocolatey. The Tabasco sauce makes it a little hot and smoky. I'm not saying you put a lot in there. I'm saying you put just 2 little drops.
Ooh.
And you stir it in.
You know what time it is?
I don't know. Coffee time?
Before we wrap up the podcast, it is time for news.